today. I want to take the opportunity to talk to you a little bit about mindset today. There is a phrase that a lot of us say that we don't really think about having a negative connotation, when in actuality it does. And it will almost trick us into making situations a negative that are actually a positive. And that phrase is, I have to. So let's think about that, right? In any given day, we are talking to people and we use the phrase, I have to, for just about every situation. Oh, I have to go to work, or I have to meet these people for dinner, or I have to go and pick up my kids at after school because I had a late work meeting, or I have to go to Joey's baseball game. And so it's all of these we have to's. But I want you to take a minute and think about whether that's the case or not. Is it that you actually have to do it? Or is it that you get to do it? Because especially in the case of our kids, right? We have to do this for this kid, or we have to get this kid somewhere. When in actuality, it should be that you get to do those things. I get to go to my daughter Donovan's Author's Day presentation on Friday, and she's going to read me the book that she created all about manatees, because she got to do an animal project this half of the year on manatees. And that's something that I'm excited about, because I get to do that, and my schedule is flexible enough where I have the opportunity to go and see her do those things. I get to take her to soccer practice each week. I get to take my older daughter to dance and to theater rehearsals and things of that nature when she's in a show. And it's because they enjoy those activities, and I love to be able to provide those things for them. But it does in general make me a happier human to think about it in terms of that I get to do that versus an I have to do that. And it's just that little tiny change in the way that we express that can create happiness versus creating a situation where it gives us a little bit of anger or anxiety in a situation that has to happen. Do you have to go to work every day? Well, no, you really don't. If you want to make money and bring home a paycheck and provide for your family, then yes, it is a quote unquote have to. But that brings up a whole different conversation topic, in that if you're that unhappy going to your job every day, why do you go there? You should be excited to get up and do the thing that brings money into your household every day, because it's what you truly have a passion for and what you enjoy doing and giving back to people. No matter how long my days get, no matter how tired I get, I absolutely love the fact that I get to positively impact people every day. And that I get to make them healthier, and that I get to help them live longer, and that I get to help them achieve the body composition or the performance goals that they have, regardless of whether I have to wake up at 4:45 or I don't go to sleep until 11 o'clock, or both on the same day. So I want you to challenge yourself this week in changing that phrase for yourself. And instead of saying those things that you have to do, just rephrase that sentence and say that you get to do those things. You wouldn't get to take your kid to dance if they weren't able to dance because they were unhealthy, or they had a physical limitation or a mental limitation that prevented them from being able to do that, right? So you need to find, it's just another way to find those little wins in a situation, right? You wouldn't get to do those things if you didn't have kids at all. Whether or not they're screaming all day and saying mom 87,000 times, you still wouldn't hear them say mom 87,000 times if you didn't have kids at all. And you may not even want kids. Let's say you don't have kids and don't want kids, but you have something else in your life that creates passion, right? That you enjoy doing. You get to do that thing every day. If you don't want to, you don't have to. We have the ability to control two things in our life. One is our attitude, and the second is our effort. You are in control of those two things and those two things alone. So as long as you are showing positivity in those two things, everything else will fall into place as it should. So this week, you don't have to do anything. You get to do all of those things. So find appreciation in that and use that as your new phrase this week. So have a great one, guys.